I'd like to introduce our guests, Helen Jenkins from the UK, Mickey Hedinori from Japan, Yvonne Sabrina from Indonesia, and Alvaro Aldredi from Mexico. Thank you. We're talking about technology with our clients,
Yes.
but one thing we haven't talked about is how you would follow up with your clients. And I know, Alvaro, you have a very interesting way of how you do follow-up. So could you share that with us?
Absolutely, thank you. Well, throughout my experience in sales, I've heard a lot of customers complaining because their advisor did not provide them with adequate follow-up. I've also encountered people who, without much effort on my part, quickly become my clients. It seems to me that the previous advisor presented a good solution, but did not close the deal. In order to provide adequate and effective follow-up, patience and assertiveness are required. Believe it or not, I've had cases that have taken up to 4 years from the first contact with my prospect to writing the case. And the secret has been, without a doubt, proper follow-up. The proper follow-up is defined by the initial response from the prospect. Once we present the specific solution to the prospect and he or she decide not to buy, then the immediate next step is to ask the following question. Is this a definite no, or is this just not a good time for you to buy? If the answer is the second, then I ask another question. When do you think the circumstances will change in order for me to schedule a follow-up call? Let's say the prospect says, for example, by the beginning of next year. Then I ask another question. Should I call you the first week of the year or the third week of the year? Once we define the week, I ask, what day do you think it'll be more convenient for me to call you? If he says it doesn't matter, then I pick a day in my agenda and I make a note. And then I ask 2 more questions. Should I call you in the morning or in the afternoon? And would you prefer that I call you on your cell phone or in your office? And I do this again and again and again. At this point, we can say that we've done adequate follow-up. If we make clear agreements with our customers and prospects, and we honor our commitments, chances are they're going to get a great impression of us. Doing this confirms that we're organized, committed, and trustworthy. And in most cases, when the right time comes, the prospect becomes a customer. Trust me.
Thank you, Alvaro.